Hi, welcome to our kitchen. So tonight we are going to be making Firehouse Macaroni and Cheese, which is actually an every plate dinner that we got a while back.
Yep.
And we like to remake it because it was good. So I'll just buy the stuff for it, like now that I have the recipe. And we're going to be doing honey sriracha chicken,
which is inspired from Zealand.
Which is like one of our favorite like food TikTokers.
Yeah.
We follow him and he gives us a lot of inspiration.
Yep.
And we also want to give a big shout out to Allison and Silas who have been liking our videos. And every time I see them like one of our videos, I kind of like, you know, schoolgirl geek out, freak out a little bit because we like watching them together. And so the fact that they watch our videos is like so
awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So, okay, so we're going to cut half this bacon.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is thick cut hickory smoked bacon, and we're going to use half of it for this recipe. So we're going to cut it into little strips like this, and then we're going to cook it in a cast iron skillet. Okay, so now we're going to take the cut bacon, and we're going to put it into a warmed up, oven-safe pan. For me, that's my cast iron skillet. You want to tell them what we got going here?
Yep. And here we have boiling water ready for the pasta, for the mac and cheese.
And what's in there?
Salt.
Yep, we got boiling salt water ready.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and drop the pasta now and just get that starting to cook, because once the water's boiling, we can cook it while everything else is going, and it can sit and just be ready.
Yep.
So we are using, yeah, you can pour it.
Alright, see.
Fusilli. Go ahead and pour almost the whole thing.
Alright.
I don't think we'll use the whole thing, but let's see.
I don't know, because you love mac and cheese.
I do love mac and cheese.
Alright, so now we're going to move on to these peppers. And so first of all, you got to cut off the tops. Then cut it straight down the middle. And then once you've cut it down the middle, then what you gotta do is just rip out these seeds.
Here.
Rip them out. This one came out pretty easily, so that's good. Just rip them all out.
Okay. That's good.
Alright. And then now we have to cut them in half again. Okay, so now you have to cut it in half.
Hold it like this. Yep.
Okay, yeah. And half again. And then...
And those in half again too?
Like this?
No.
And half,
In half
like
again.
this.
Make strips.
Strips like this. Alright. Okay. And half. And then now we
And now we're
take
going
all
to
these.
essentially dice them.
Yep. And go like...
Good job. Watch your thumb. Not so big. Not so big. Much smaller. There you go. Okay. And watch that thumb. Watch that thumb and that pointer finger. It's too close to the blade. There you go. Remember me telling you about tucking your fingers?
Yeah.
You gotta do that. There you go. Let's get this out of the way, okay? So you can see what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
So just like that.
These two up.
Okay. Alright. And we're going to do that to this half, and then we're going to move on to the onions. Okay, so now he's chopping up the whites of the onions. We already separated the greens from the whites. We're going to keep those separate. And we chopped up 2 Anaheim peppers. Our bacon is done back here, so we have it on a paper plate. Our pasta is done, so we have it sitting out of the water so it doesn't cook anymore. But I've also preserved some pasta water for the cheese sauce. So as soon as he's done chopping up the whites of this onion, we're going to move on to the next step.
And I'm done.
Awesome.
Alright, so now we're going to be making breadcrumbs. Here I got half a cup of panko. Here I got some red hot seasoning, Frank's seasoning, and butter right here.
Melted butter.
Melted butter right here.
We got 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Go ahead.
All right.
So in goes half a cup of panko.
Half a cup of panko, and then
2 tablespoons. Half a tablespoon of Frank's Red Hot seasoning. You're gonna have to pour it into your little spoon. Over the top of the breadcrumbs.
That good?
A little more. Don't be afraid of it. Just shake it in. If it gets a little extra, it's fine.
Just not coming out.
Here, can I see it?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
And then the butter.
And then the butter.
And use the fork to stir it.
Fork to stir.
If we have to add a little bit more breadcrumbs, we will. Depends. Stir it all good. This is going to go on top of the mac and cheese when we go to put it in the oven.
Yep.
I think we need a little bit more breadcrumb. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and cook up the veggies. Okay, then we're going to cook the Anaheim chilies until they're fragrant, about 4 minutes. And then after 4 minutes, we're going to add the whites of the green onion, and we're going to add garlic. Okay, so now the garlic and the green onions cooked in here for maybe like 2 minutes, and we're going to take this out and put it onto a paper towel lined plate.
Alright, so now we're going to start grating the cheese.
Right, and I found this super cool grater on TikTok shop, of course, but I bought it on Amazon because it was cheaper. So we're going to grate an 8-ounce brick of pepper jack and an 8-ounce brick of cheddar. Look at how easy it is to grate.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Okay, so now we're going to make a roux. We have 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to sprinkle in 3 tablespoons of flour. And we're going to whisk that, just like that. We're going to whisk this to make a roux and cook the flour taste out. Once this is incorporated and cooked, we're going to add milk. So now we're going to start pouring in milk, and we're going to do a little bit at a time. At first it's going to be like thick, and we're just going to have to keep adding milk until it's the consistency that we would like. Okay, so this is about the consistency we like. I don't want it too thick because the cheese will thicken it. So now we add a little pepper, we add a little salt, and we add a little nutmeg, and that brings out the nuttiness of the cheese, but just a little bit. All right, now we're going to start adding in handfuls of cheese at a time and whisking it till it's fully melted, and then add a little more, whisk it till it's melted, add a little more until our cheese sauce is made. Alright, and after all of the cheese is put in, this is what it should look like. Nice, thick, delicious cheese sauce. Alright, so we put in our green peppers, we put in our bacon, now we put in our pasta, and we start stirring everything all together. Okay, so once that's all mixed in, we put 1 tablespoon of Frank's Red Hot sauce, and it's a little thick, so we're going to add in some preserved pasta water. Alright, that's all done. Now we're going to top it with that breadcrumb we made earlier, and we're going to put it under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now for the final part, we deep fried popcorn chicken. We made a sauce. Just do it to taste, but we did it out of Sriracha and honey. And now we're going to take the chicken and toss it in the sauce. Alright, so here's the chicken. We're going to scoop out some of this mac and cheese. We finished the mac and cheese
so
with...
good.
Yeah, with more hot sauce and green onions. Alright, go ahead and try it.
Taste test. Alright, mac and cheese. So good. Popcorn chicken.
You just down that whole popcorn chicken in one piece,
So
huh?
good.
Alright, thanks for watching,
Welcome.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.